Hey, so just to let you guys know, um, looking, shit. So I didn't realize that we had a quick spike up on the Stoke on the weekly. So we're close to that prior high. We're setting up, it's a potential double top. It's certainly worth discussing. Some guys in the chat were saying it's definitely worth discussing. A double top here could give us a nice correction, like with the weekly turning south, right? So the weekly Stoke is getting really high. It doesn't mean it's about to turn or come down. It still is exorbitantly bullish. There's 6 days left. This candle just began, so it's not like we're about to turn down right now. It's not necessarily imminent, but it could be close. Like on the last run up, right? On this last run up, the Stoke got up to these levels, like up here, right? Then the price pushed higher, and then it eventually came down, right? Right here, continued running higher. Same with the Stoke. Then it eventually came down. So it's not imminent, but relatively soon we're going to be getting a multi-week correction like that. So we're going to get a nice multi-week correction before we start the next leg up. It's definitely coming. And overall, we still have the monthly model, which is exceedingly bullish. So that monthly model still has lots of room to run. We're still going all-time highs. But at some point in the near future, we're going to come back down and get a correction. We're going to see a big bull run like the last run up, going to all-time, well, we're already pretty close to all-time highs. We're going to break that and go even higher. But with the multi-week correction being relatively close, it could be in the next week, maybe in the next 2 or 3 weeks. But at some point in the near future, we are going to get that correction. I might exit out of the mid to long-term holds I've been accumulating and then buy them back because that multi-week correction will bring everything else down. I'm not saying I'm going to do that right now. It might take another week or two before I do that. I want to wait and see what happens, but that is probably going to be how I play that when we eventually do get that weekly turn down. I'm not sure on the timing yet, but it is coming. It could be several weeks away. We could go hyper bullish. It could take 2 more months before it happens. But just keep that in mind and keep your eye on that because once we get above the prior top, we're going to run, right? So if we stay at these levels and get a double top, we get a nice little correction before the next leg up. But if we break above these levels, there's a pretty decent chance we go hyper bullish on the weekly and continue running straight up to 100K or at least into the 70s.